Hello, welcome to CHER&CHARLIES Personal Crafts. Hello everyone. Well, if I seem a little whoo, it's because I got a beautiful letter from Crafty Rhea today, and if you don't watch her channel or participate in her card making, I want you to just go on there and subscribe because you will love her. She is such a great person. She sent me this fantastic letter. Is for my channel to help me do better with my subscriptions, and I mean the way she did a format start to finish of how to make my channel better, gave me a lot of pointers. And Maria, you told me to use a thing called iMovie because I've been using Pause Me. I tried it and I can't get it to stop and then restart. So if you have any pointers on how to do that, I did manage to get on iMovie, but I could really use your help. I started it, but I can't pause it and restart it, and that's the whole purpose of using Pause Me. So once I accomplish that, we're golden. Okay, I'm on here because I want to show you how to make meatballs. I felt bad the other day. Everyone's like, well, I like meatballs, but I didn't like start to finish show you my recipe. I'm going to make lasagna tonight for Tom and this other guy Bob and my friend Olivia and Olivia's mother. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to make some meatballs also so that I can add them into the lasagna, half plain, half meatball. I thought I'd try something different. So I'm going to take you into the kitchen and I'm going to show you how to make meatballs. Just to let you know, I'm going to give it until the end of this week to get your letters in. I got one from Radha today. I didn't read yet because I just got the mail and opened up Maria's. And after I'm done cooking, I'm going to read Radha's. So you only got a few more days to get it to me. And then I am going to call the winners. I want my cousin to be involved when I do it, but I have to get in touch with her because she's going through a lot of things on her own. She's so incredibly busy. So I'm going to take you in the kitchen and we're going to make the meatballs. I do not have Charlie. Charlie is with my daughter, well, my grandson. The deal is he keeps him until Friday, which is fine. So let me show you how to make these meatballs. Okay, so here we are in my little kitchen. It is so hard to cook in this kitchen. I really wish I had my daughter's kitchen because it was so nice cooking making the meatballs in her kitchen without feeling like you're in a sardine can. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is get our meat, our ground meat, which I should have had out, but it's been so chaotic with me trying. Here's our ground meat. I like it nice and red and lean. I already have the gravy on. It's been so chaotic with me trying to figure out how to get this iMovie working. And then I get distracted, and you guys know how I am when I'm distracted. Alright, so got my hands nice and clean. They already were, but okay, so let me take you over here to my sauce. This is going to be for the lasagna. And it's on low right now. Now all I have in here is I sauteed olive oil. Made it the garlic so nice and brown in the olive oil, and I added 2 cans of crushed tomato, 28 ounces a pound, 2 cans of that, and 1 large can 12-ounce tomato paste into the sauteed garlic and olive oil. Okay, so that's all I did so far. Let's get back to the meatballs. I want to get a good, okay, I can't get it any taller. So there's the ground meat. First thing we're going to do is squish it up a little bit. And I'm going to add salt. And I kind of wing it. It all depends. Now this is, let's see, for every pound of ground beef, I add 1 egg. So this is 1 1/4 pound of ground meat. Is that correct? Yeah, 1 1/4. But I'm going to add 2 eggs to this. I got my eggs here. So we have salt. Just wing it with the salt, like if you'd be making hamburgers or something. All right, so there's your eggs. 2 eggs. Okay. And let me see. Yeah, I do have the other light one. The lighting in here is terrible. Okay, now I'm going to add some parsley flakes. You can use fresh parsley, but I like a nice dry parsley is fine. Okay, so you have your dried parsley, your salt, your eggs, pepper, and I kind of just look at my ground meat, and if you were making hamburgers, that's how much pepper you add. I like pepper. Okay, so you have your eggs, salt, pepper. Okay, now we're going to take, you have your, you get your grater. I have a hand grater here, and we are going to grate, because it's not a lot of ground meat, it's only 1 1/4 pounds. I'm going to grate 3 or 4 cloves of garlic into my ground meat. Easy peasy, that's what Maria says, easy peasy. So Maria was telling me all these pointers of how, I think you have to like, something about Amazon and how you can make money from your, something like if you put some sort of link into your video, and they order something on your video, that you get some sort of commission or something like that. Well, I'm definitely interested in that. I think that's enough garlic, because I would use much more if I had 4 or 5 pounds of meat, because over my daughter's, I had about 6 pounds of ground meat. I made her about 50 meatballs. So about like this, or you can add a little more if you want, but that's plenty. So that's about 4 medium to small cloves of garlic. I keep warm sudsy water in the sink to keep, so I don't have to turn the water on and off in my sink. There you have it. Now, next we are going to add our parmigiana cheese. Now I grated this fresh. This is fresh Parmesan. Okay? You gotta have good Parmesan cheese. I put two, like, I would say it's about 1/4 cup for a pound. That's plenty. And as you see, I still have plenty for the lasagna. That's why I grated a lot. I grated a lot for the lasagna. Okay, so you got your cheese. You don't maybe need that much in there, but oh well. Okay, so now we're going to smush it all together. Okay, a little bit. And then before you smush it all together, you're going to get your breadcrumbs out. They can be plain breadcrumb. They can be Italian breadcrumb. It all depends on what you like. It doesn't matter. Just get some breadcrumb. These are plain. You can use Italian if you want. And for this 1 1/4 pounds, I'm going to use about 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. As you see, I've been making these for years. About 1/4 cup. And if you want, I will put the recipe. Now I'm going to mix it up again. I will put the recipe at the bottom of my video, okay, for you guys. All right, and don't really toss it gently. I know that sounds weird, and why would you want to do that? But I don't know why. In fact, I'm going to add another egg. It's a little bit dry, so I'm going to add 1 more egg. So it's 1 egg per pound. But if you feel like it's a little dry, don't be afraid to add an extra egg. I like my meatballs moist. I'm just looking to see if we're running here. I said, oh my God, if it's not running, I'm going to put my head in the pile of water and give up. I mean a bucket of water. Okay. Okay, so it's nice and moist. Give it a little lightly toss, and your meatballs are ready to go. Just kind of toss it lightly. Okay, now we're going to get our olive oil ready. Now don't forget, your garlic is already in there, so you don't need any garlic. I'm stirring my gravy around. I'm going to take you over to the gravy real quick. The sauce, people like, I call it sauce. Some people call it gravy. Okay. Now we're over here to my sauce. Okay, now we are going to add the spices. Pepper, and like I said, use as much as you like. I like a lot of pepper, but I like to coat the whole top of the sauce. So I would say maybe it's a teaspoon. Okay, just coat the whole top of the sauce so you can see. Okay? Next, same thing with the meatballs, Parsley Flakes. It's a beautiful green color. I love these. These are McCormick. So you just top the whole top of the sauce with your Parsley Flakes. Give it a little toss. Okay, sweet basil. I don't know what I did with the lid. You're not a lot. Don't go crazy with the basil. I would say about three-quarters of a teaspoon of basil. Okay. Salt. You're going to just give it a little bit. Don't go crazy with the salt. Okay, give it a toss. So you have your basil, parsley, salt, pepper. Now I'm going to add I'm going to say a little, this much, maybe a quarter of a cup of the parmigiana cheese. Because I want to save plenty for my lasagna. Yeah, I normally just brown it and make a meat sauce. But because people said they like the ones I'm making it for, they said, well, we kind of like, I don't really want meat in our lasagna. So it's going to be half meatballs. I never did it before. And half plain lasagna with the cheese. So, okay, now I have it on number 2. So you're going to cook it really low for at least an hour, hour and a half. But I'm going to fry up my meatballs right now. So that's all you do. And right now we're going to get our frying pan out. And I'm running out of olive oil, by the way. Okay, I don't have the best frying pans in the world. Okay, let's put this on medium-high. Okay, so I have my frying pan on medium high, and I'm heating up the oil. Let's get this mess out of the way. I really thank you, Maria, for that beautiful letter. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to call the winner in case I got distracted for the 5th time. I'm going to call the winner this weekend. I got to get a hold of my cousin, and either I can go there or she can come here, or I'm going to call without her. But I will call the winner. And I'll have to get in touch with Jan to see what she wants to do. But it doesn't matter. I am going to call winners, so don't worry. 3 winners. 3. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So you guys are running out of time. All right, so just wait until the oil's semi-hot. Okay, give a stir to our sauce. Yeah, with the lasagna, it's not hard, but it's time-consuming. So, all right, now we got our meatballs, and we're going to get ready to fry them up. You can also make your meatballs in the oven. All right, I like to make my meatballs small, maybe about 2 inches in diameter or less, because they go farther, you know what I mean? And I'm going to be putting these in the lasagna, so it really doesn't matter. So I'm rolling them up and just fry them up nice and brown on each side. And then make them, after they're browned on each side, I make sure that the center is like a little bit raw, and that's when you throw them into the sauce. And let them cook for a good hour on low. because you do that and oh my goodness, this sauce goes right into the meatball and you have a nice, moist, delicious Italian meatball. So I don't know how many I'm making here. This is about 1.25 pounds. And as soon as I get them all in the pan, I'll tell you how many 1.25 pounds makes. I'm making the lasagna for 5 people. So this should be plenty. Because not all of them want the meat anyway, the meatballs. I just thought it'd be kind of neat to put the meatball lasagna. Okay, I'll tell you in 1 second how many meatballs. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. About 18 meatballs. So you're going to get about 20, I'm going to say about 18 to 20 meatballs per pound. Okay? Now you're just going to let them fry up. Nice and brown, a medium high on each side. Let your tomato sauce cook. It's looking really nice. There's your meatballs. And I'll be back and I'll put them in when it's time to put them in the gravy. Okay, I'm getting ready to toss my meatballs. So I take a spoon and turn it over. See that nice brown, crunchy? That's what you want. And you got to do a quick flip. These are a little bit too high. Quick flip on each side. It's easier to do with a spoon, a regular spoon. Try not to get burnt. Make them nice and crispy. And the center you want a little bit raw. But you want it brown on both sides, not just the one. As soon as I flip them, I'll show you. Turn it down just a little bit. Like I said, medium high so you get that nice brown crunchy meatball. Maybe you don't like them like that, but my kids love it. Okay. Alright, now I want you to look. See the brown crunch? So I'll let it go about 2-3 minutes on that side. And that's when we're going to flip them right into the gravy. I keep saying gravy, I'm sorry, sauce. Okay, they're ready to go in. They're ready to go into the swimming pool. See the nice brown crunchy on the other side? Take and shut that stove off rather, and we're going to flip them right in with a little spoon. Don't worry about the oil getting in there. That sweet oil, olive oil from the meatballs. And a pot of meatballs, I say the more the merrier. The more taste from the oil, from the meat, from the garlic, the merrier. Throw them all in there. And you see how it's a little bit raw on the inside. That's where the sauce incorporates into the meat while it cooks an hour. I cook them an hour, hour and a half on low. If you try to do it on like medium low, the only problem with that is it may burn the bottom of your pot and you don't want that. I had to borrow another pot from Olivia because I only have the one pot. And I'm like, well, how am I going to boil my macaroni for the lasagna? But my daughter has like 10 million pots she could give me. So I really don't need them. It's just me here. So, okay. Let me give you a look. Is that beautiful? So there's your sauce and meatballs. You can make meatball sandwiches, get some fresh rolls at your bakery shop, and sliced provolone, and delicious. So that's it, guys. That's my meatballs. I hope you enjoyed it. This is my homemade iced tea. I'm going to put some ice in there because I made it a little bit too strong. If you make your tea too strong or too sweet, add ice and a little bit extra water. Bottled water, of course. It smells so good in here. It smells like an Italian kitchen. A little extra water. And then a slice of lemon. Dollar Tree knife. I love this knife I got from Dollar Tree. And you squeeze that lemon in there. And it's not so sweet. And it's not so strong. I don't like strong tea. Cheers. God bless you. I have a neat craft coming up on the next video. Take care. God bless. And thank you so much, Maria. I have so much I want to ask you. And Radha, I'm going to read your letter tonight, my sweet friend. God bless.